The real pros and cons of living in a gated community? Look, living in a gated community can give you some real great perks, but it also comes with its own set of problems. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the pros and cons of living in a gated community. Hi, my name is Jerry Pincus, and I want you to know that my real estate team and I have been selling homes and condos here in gated communities for more than 20 years. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the actual feedback from real residents and share with you their personal experiences that come along with living inside of a gated community. Now, this info may not be what you want to hear, but it's going to be the truth. So if you watch this video all the way through to the end, you can decide whether it's right for you or it's not right for you. If this is your first time here on this channel, I have over 1,000 super helpful videos, so go ahead and check out and click that bell. So let's dive in. Number one, the feel of a sense of increased security is the number one reason people move to a gated community. So when you're considering where to live, many people look for communities that provide increased security and peace of mind, right? So homebuyers have told us the option that they would consider is a gated community, which can offer residents a number of benefits, including enhanced security, lower insurance rates, and the possibility for improved property values. So if you've previously lived in an ungated community, many can attest that driving up to an entrance gate has the presence that the entry is immediately felt. Now, this alone can make residents feel more secure by determining unwanted visitors from entering the premises. Now, depending upon which community you choose, gated communities and neighborhoods often come with additional features that are designed to increase safety, such as security cameras, additional security patrols, and some places even have 24-hour security guards. Now, this additional security measures up and helps further reduce the risk of crime and keeps residents feeling safe within their homes and on the streets of their community. Now, the number two thing is the possibility of lower insurance costs, and I have mentioned that. So beyond the enhanced security, gated communities also tend to offer significant advantages when it comes to insurance costs. This is because gated neighborhoods often are typically less prone to criminal activity than those without gates or other visible safeguards in place. Now, they also receive lower premiums on home insurance policies relative to their ungated counterparts. Now, the fact that studies have even shown that homes within gated communities have higher values with a similar home in a non-gated property is largely due to the perception of safety concerns. The number three reason, more privacy. I think a lot of people would agree with this, but beyond physical security, gated communities tend to be less crowded than other areas. And creating the aura of exclusivity, right? Allowing residents to forge strong social connections with their neighbors. And overall, the living in a gated community can have an excellent choice for individuals who place high value on their privacy and safety. Number four, access to recreational facilities. A lot of places that are gated have amenities, and the appeal to a gated community can also provide residents with access to a variety of additional recreational facilities and amenities. Now, for example, many gated communities have their own private pools, their tennis courts, fitness centers, and these amenities are usually only available to the residents of that community. Now, providing additional level of exclusivity, it's like the club, right? And in addition, gated communities are often host to a variety of social events like block parties or even holiday celebrations. Sometimes some places have people on staff that get these together. They're a community activity organizer. Now, this can provide residents with opportunities to meet their neighbors and build a sense of community. So as a result, living in a gated community can offer a number of advantages. Now, the number five reason or people like gated communities is crime prevention and reduced noises. Okay, living in a gated community can offer not only reduced crime, but a quieter environment because these communities are typically enclosed within walls or fences that are protected from outside threats. Now, additionally, Limited access allows less drive-through traffic and noise, which helps, like trucks, for instance, which helps promote more peaceful atmosphere for residents to enjoy. Now, by talking and taking all these things into account, I'm talking through this, it's clear that choosing to live in a gated community offers many advantages when it comes to safety and peace of mind. Now, whether you're looking for, a quiet place to raise a family or simply an extra security in your neighborhood, living in a gated community can be a good choice. I'm going to also give you the negatives, but I got to add to the sixth reason that people do like living in a people do like, come on, give me a thumbs up. People do like living in a gated community. So, community maintenance. Usually common areas, grounds are maintained. Now, one of the enjoyable benefits that residents in gated communities, the common areas are usually pretty well maintained, and the grounds are usually pretty beautiful. I mean, if you compare that to some areas that don't have common areas or don't have that maintenance. Plus, there are usually plenty of recreational facilities and amenities, like I said, swimming pools, tennis courts, even walking trails throughout the community are maintained. Now, in short, living in a gated community offers the lifestyle, which is a lot of people are looking for, and both relaxed and luxurious at the same time. Now, whether you're looking for a permanent residence, a vacation home, a gated community is definitely worth something to consider. Now, I'm going to give you the cons. I just gave you the pros. Now listen to the cons. There's also a few disadvantages to consider when living in a gated community. Now, number one, it can be expensive to live in a gated community. Living in a gated community may offer certain benefits, but guess what? You're going to end up paying for them. But it can also be more expensive to live there. So, for one, the cost of living in a gated community is often significantly higher when you're comparing it to other types of neighborhoods. This may be due to a variety of factors, including the sizes of homes and type of construction of the residences. Now, also, homeowners association fees are usually a little higher because they have to maintain those facilities, and they're also paying for security services. Number two con of gated communities is private road costs. This is something that you really want to look into if you're considering. Now, while there may be advantages to living in a gated community, these benefits also do come at a cost because county or municipalities may have the right to refuse to accept roads into their maintenance responsibility when roads are considered for restricted access throughout the community. This means the general public does not have full access or full use to the roads, so the county may not want to pay for them or maintain those roads. Now, second on this part is the gated community residents may be responsible for all the road maintenance. This includes, depends on where you live, but snow removal, pothole repair, and even street lighting. So be sure to ask these questions before you decide on your new home. Number three con or negativity is homeowners association rules. Now, you want to make sure that you get a copy of the deed restrictions, the rules, and the deed covenants before buying. Why? Because you may find that the association or the HOA rules are too restrictive, right, for your tastes. Now, for example, the HOA may have strict rules on landscaping or home upkeep, dictating what types of plants you can grow or requiring that your house always looks the best by doing this, that, or the other. And additionally, you can have a break in these rules and you may be fined or even face legal consequences. So while some people might enjoy having such rigid guidelines because you know what your neighborhood's going to look like, others may find them too overburdensome. May prefer one without an HOA at all. Now, furthermore, there's always a risk that HOA board members are not always responsive to residents' concerns, or there may be other issues or infighting or needs or leading to problems of maintenance issues and ultimately other issues down the road. I've belonged to different homeowners associations and I've seen different issues that do come up. Ultimately, though, living in a gated community could be the right decision because it truly depends on your priorities and your preferences as a homeowner. Now, the number three negative or con, I should say, is being isolated to the world. Okay, and I said about meeting neighbors, but some cases this is true in a gated community. One issue can be that you may feel isolated from the outside world. You know, when you live behind gates or walls, it can be easy to become disconnected from the community that's around you. Now, another downside is that it can be difficult to know your neighbors. Now, many of those neighbors, as I said, who live in gated communities value their privacy, and it may not be willing to or open to socializing with those who live nearby. Number 4 is the gated communities. Are they safer? Are they really safer? So living in a gated community may typically be conceived as a safe haven, as a place where you can live free from crime and danger. However, think about it. Thieves often prey on affluent homes that will make a big statement. So again, it's like, hello, just pay attention to that. So what is the bottom line? What is the bottom line to living in a gated community? Okay, if you're thinking about buying a home in a gated community, it's important to weigh the pros and the cons when you're doing this. And weigh them carefully, because you can make an informed decision based upon knowing that neighborhood as well. Now, there are many great things to living in a gated community, but there's also some potential drawbacks, as I mentioned, and as a matter of personal priority and what's important to you. But understanding your options and how you can decide this type of neighborhood, it may be right for you. But it ultimately depends on your personal preferences, as I said, and what you're looking for in a community. So let me know in the comments below, what type of neighborhood are you looking for? What do you want to live in? Now, if you enjoy these videos here on this channel, you already know this, I'm passionate about providing you valuable content to you, my viewers, and I'm going to continue to do that into the future. But be sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with the videos when they're released, and leave your comments below. I just want to say again, thank you for being part of the community. If you want to talk real estate, pick up the phone. That's what my real estate team does every single day, and we absolutely love it. So we'll talk soon. And if not, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.